Oh my goodness, spirit is flowing today. I have another message. So, have you ever seen those people that are driving around and you see all of their scrap metal and their garbage in their truck or whatever, and you're like, ooh. And just by looking at the garbage that they perceive to be gold, ooh, that you're like, I can tell what they are putting in their body. If you know, you know, you know? They're putting something in their body which makes the vibration of their operation at such a low vibrational disrupted and what's it called? Well, it's like they're it's disguised. It's disguised as gold, but it's really garbage. What is that word? I'm being shown a picture and I'm trying to figure out how to put it in words. Like they're being deceived. There it is. They're being deceived because of what they're putting in their body that is causing them to believe that garbage is gold. And so if you know what I'm talking about DRUGs, you know, the type that ransack somebody's being. And now it's crazy the amount of time that's wasted, the amount of energy that's wasted, the amount of just like there's no linear action that leads to any profitability because of the deception that's operating in the being, okay? And what I was being shown, it was just this very real life analogy, like that this is what it is. This is the internal work that we do. This is a very extreme version. The majority of us don't constantly poison ourselves with such destructive things that take us on that far off course, take us like that much of a ride. But what many of us do have are way more subtle programs running in our energetic field, in our energetic thought processes, in our energetic vibrational frequencies of being. And they're much more subtle. They're maybe not as destructive to like drive us off the rails, but they're also keeping us from getting to a much quicker, there might be a much quicker linear path to complete abundance, to complete freedom, to complete genius, like to unveil our frequency of genius. And so the point is, there are universal practices, there are actual things that we can tap into to align our core soul frequency with the timeline of our genius operating in its fullness, to purify our whatever the subconscious programs that are running that might not be driving us off the rails, but are also not driving us forward. Like they're keeping us in this very perceived safe bubble. You know, you might have a subconscious program that's running that's telling you it's not safe to be wealthy, or it's not safe to actually be free, or it's not safe to actually operate in your genius. And there are subconscious messages that have been sent to you directly in this lifetime and also through your lineage, things you've just straight up inherited. And also like subliminal programming of culture that really was intended to keep people small. So first of all, send this to somebody that comes to mind, because this might be their sign that like, hey, your life is intended to be living on this celebration timeline. It should feel safe and peaceful and vibrant and celebratory and surrounded in relational wealth, and then also money wealth and also time wealth. And like that can manifest differently for different people, but that's what's intended for you. And so this is what we're doing in the Alchemize monthly workshops. There's workshops, challenges, journaling prompts. It's all about how with these different modalities, with these different universal principles, I'm creating a pathway through just small practices, small revelatory teachings, quantum physics, rooted in scripture. This is how we start doing bit by bit unveiling our genius through purifying the narratives that are running in the subconscious mind, and ensuring that we're not holding ourselves back from that very quick solution that could totally be a game changer in life. Like this could, your entire life could be different in just like a year from now, even 6 months. There's no specific time. It's just when you start shining a light on whatever is in there operating in the subconscious of your being, whatever is impacting the totality of your vibrational frequency of existence. And when we can start tuning things up like an instrument, when we start tuning the revelation of our being to align with the exceedingly abundantly far above anything we could ask, think, dream, or imagine, and we just start setting declarations, expectations, and our internal frequency to be a vibrational match to actual abundance, not to that garbage, not to fool's gold, not to deception, but to actual truth that's rooted and that will create bright blooms. This is what we do here. And if you're interested in going like deep, if you're like, I see the value here, I want to actually like do an intensive, I have an 8-week offering also with a workbook that you'll have lifetime access to, but then we do 8 weeks of coaching calls together so that we can work through anything that you're experiencing, troubleshoot, whatever we got to do during those live calls. So that's included. If you're interested in learning more about that, contact me below. I'll leave my links here. But the monthly workshop is a very affordable, only $11.11 a month. Like if you're buying yourself food twice a month, that, or even once a month, like, okay, think about if you could exchange one meal a month that you're eating, and if you fasted for that meal and instead spent that hour working on your subconscious mind, working on reprogramming through doing the Alchemize monthly membership. It's only $11.11 a month. There is, like I said, every month there's a new challenge, there's a new workshop, and there are journaling prompts and quantum physics teachings for $11 a month. Like, this is so affordable. It's like, how could you not invest that in yourself? How could you not invest that in your life? Take an hour of your day or your week, however you got to work it into your life, and just slowly start reprogramming, slowly start learning about what's actually going on in here. And like the very extreme example of the people that mess up their internal frequency with the DRUGs, and they go and look for, like, they are always looking for stuff on the ground, and and it's like never leading them into actual wealth. It's like we all are living some level of that in a much less dramatic way, but we could be exceeding our current standards in terms of freedom, peace, mental peace, spiritual illumination, like life purpose. And so anyway, if this message found you, it's for you. Share it with somebody that you are feeling nudged to share it with. And there's no judgment. We're all in this. Like, this is the journey. And the beautiful thing is that we have the power within us to change where we are. Our entire life could be different a year from now. You just have to figure out what's operating in your being. What are you a vibrational match to? And once you start tuning yourself to become the vibrational match to your dream life, it will just come to you magnetically. It will come to you magnetically. Okay? Be blessed, be well, be free, and I'll catch you on the next one.